And welcome back to Dread Delusion. So, in the current plan is we now need to come back here. Or this one. I wish we knew how they get in there. Unless... I can deal with mushrooms. Oh my god, they move. I hadn't picked up on that before now. And it's not gonna work, so we'll do that. The other thing I really appreciate about this, and I think it's part of the reason why I quite like this particular little area, considering it's not that similar from any of the castles we've been into, is the fact that it has sort of the music, which really appreciate. Right. That was the Embrian Ruins, or the Rustberg, they termed it. Yeah, that one. It's almost like you'd done it on cue. Okay. No, you didn't, but you know, you could have pretended. Been slightly more onto it. Would have been fine, but no. That's interesting to note as it loads in, that the godling spawns in and then realizes it's not needing to be there, so it despawns. Okay, so we presumably need to get sort of here-ish for my next trip. Goblin, no! Ow. And he's dead. Oh, so let's actually have a reason to have a mission. Get another godlet lying around. There's an awful lot of them. Considering there's a whole Inquisition going hunting for them, the fact that they're still all over the place is kind of like, what? Who am I to tell them how to do their jobs? So, up here. Baddies, there's nothing. Bridge. Still no other baddies. We got another bridge. That's so disconcerting. Like, it really is. I've got more of these things. You know, I'm gonna call them Spriggans. Because I actually couldn't really talk about them yet either, so we don't... Again, Spriggan is the best name I've got. Hey, get out of here. Oh. This is a usable bit? Is a usable bit. Well, I'll remember this in the future. Because it'd be quite useful to have a base camp for this place. Not that I'm expecting we're going to need it. Go on this one. Who's been going to my lentils? We had the red key. Ah, cool. The passport. Cool, thanks, game. Is this gonna collapse into anything? No. I guess we have reason to suspect that. Okay. Well, we found out there was an interior. We wouldn't explore the interior. I feel like. Anyway, we just keep going up. I can't remember what the red key came from in terms of an item, but this place is pretty big. I come back to the guy, because he's the only one, or woman, the only person in this entire town who isn't hostile or has a house. And that one too. Cool. Alright, let's go talk to the random weirdo. If you come from the outside, it's not safe there. Sorry, it's not safe out there. There's things out there. I saw them out my window. They were like. Police have told me what they're called. Right. Gonna resist the urge to go. Oh, there's a house there. I was about to say I was gonna resist the urge to run over here and see what was here, but I've failed that already. Ow. There's quite an extensive back to this place. I wasn't really expecting. Ow. I'll definitely take some XP. For a second there, I thought, ooh, that's gonna be extension out of here, but it's not. Cool. So that was worth the version. And now we get to try to break into this place. What I might do is what I might do, just going, is not even set up to do it yet. rid of that. We're inevitably going to need it soon. Quite resistant to magic. I mean, it may just be the fact that our spellcasting skill is relatively low now. But yeah, they don't take a huge amount of damage from that. It may be that I'm aiming with sort of center of mass and need to be aiming for something else more precise, but okay. For a moment there, I thought we were going to get a golem to fight for us, but no. That looks suspicious. See, that's the problem with having played 90s games. You look at walls and go, yeah, no, that could be a secret up there. It's a man. Greetings, stranger. If I were you, I'd leave this accursed place. Leave and not look back. What's wrong with this castle? Can you not sense it? Hello castles have been stricken with a terrible curse. Foul creatures stalk the land while our Duke writhes in agony. It all started when that damned Wiccan came to our aid. I'll tell you the plague was better than this. If you insist on lingering, a word of advice. Things are not what they seem. Those large paintings are mere illusion. You can walk right through them. If you have some jitter seed and paradoxicus, you can brew a potion to see through the illusion. Who are you? Just a humble servant. The last the Duke's employ. It would seem anyone with any sense has already fled. How else are we going? Remember, stranger, the paintings are not what they seem. I'm gonna assume he means... Oh... Thanks. How many do we have? Hang on. Hang on there, love. Actually, what do we need to upgrade you? Okay, so you do need iron ore as well. How much iron ore do we actually have? I'm looking in the wrong place. I want here. 8. So we could do 2 things, or we could wait until we've got one more iron ore and then upgrade everything. If we go... Oh, so you get 40 armor plus 20 defense. Versus... Hang on. It's got 30 armor plus 10 defense. So defense doubles. 20 armor, 10 defense. 30 armor, 20 defense. So we would get more... Actually, it's the same. It's the same percentage upgrade. This would go to 30 damage, 20 damage. That's still common. Hang on. Alright. And the fine sword, we can't upgrade yet either. Burning green sword. Yeah. 3 and green ore. Cool. We'll hold into it for now. We have a potion station. Nice. This is the sort of painting he's talking about. Just being able to walk through. Because it's on ground level. In fact, we can literally see it if we walk close enough to it. Ooh, son of a bitch. Truth potion. Yeah, the game kind of wants to school us in how the game works. Fine, I'm all for the game cooperating. Not gonna go that way yet. We're just gonna keep going this way. iron ore. Okay, what on earth is going on here? The Duke. Glorious treasure. Pained groans emanate from the helmet. The man writhes, clearly in agony. He does not seem to notice your presence. Greetings. The man exhales sharply, his breath slowly turning towards your own. I am the Duke of Hellowshire. State your business. What is wrong with you? I am offering a sacrifice of my own pain so that my dukedom and my son may live. That can't help. Only that bastard Wiccan may help me now. That could have been fucking treacherous. I'm gonna assume you are the bastard Wiccan in question. Greetings! I don't often get many visitors up here. I am Thomas Harwick, son of the Duke of Hellowshire. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Something very wrong here. Indeed, we're trapped in a spell, a contract with the god Peguth, negotiated by the Wiccan in this castle. As long as my father bears a burden of sacrificial pain, the castle and the surrounding village will be free from the plague. Except the spell has changed over time. As my father weakens, his subjects develop increasingly bizarre habits and deformities, not dissimilar to those monsters that roam the ruins to the west. I'm fearful of the future. If I could lend my aid in some way, I would do so gladly, even if it would mean bearing the pain that my father endures. Was there anything else? Well, for your bed. Dang it, Bobby. Right, so, I know what you are. So we're going this way. You would be the Wiccan in question, I suspect. Tired eyes peer from withered face. The man wears a garb of Wiccan priest, old and tatty. What's this? An intruder? How did you get into the keep? Doesn't take anyone to stop me. But the Royal Guard. Bah! Deserters! Deserters, all of them! Then, I suppose the ruination of this place is complete. I tried to read this place in illusion magic to conceal the decay. There is only so much a simple charm can do. The castle rots, its bones laid bare. What is wrong with this castle? A dread bargain. It was supposed to save these people, not to doom them. Some years ago, this castle was beset by a terrible plague. Even the Duke's son was afflicted. The Episake Union wouldn't help, so the people turned to a local god, but Peguth demanded tribute. So, my coven sent me to facilitate a contract. Peguth's spell would be sustained by a sacrifice. A sacrifice not of life, but of pain. The Duke obliged. Even now, a poison engulfs him in perpetual agony, so that the plague may be kept at bay. But as life force weakens, the god's spell finds new ways to take a due payment, and the isle grows ever more cursed. I had deliberated for many months on what to do. My conscience is heavy with the weight of it. But for things to change, something awful must occur. I see some way to resolve this curse. Resolution? It is a comforting thought, I admit. Behind that painting lies a secret room. It holds a sacrificial poison, the same one that flows through the Duke's veins. The dosage is exact. An overdose would be lethal. If the Duke were to drink more, he would die, voiding the contract entirely. The madness would end, but the plague would return. But there is an alternative. If a second sacrificial victim could be found, the god would be satiated. Equilibrium would be established once more, though Peguth's taint would never fully vanish. But I grow wary of this business. I do not have the heart to inflict more pain. What's anything else? You're a Wiccan, no. Why are you here? Well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it. It would be an insult to us both. I am an emissary of the Wiccan Coven of the Worm, sent to oversee godly contracts. Even a simple prayer to a lowly deity can be a dangerous thing, and a Wiccan priest can act as a middleman of sorts. Of course, these days it is a dangerous business. Since the God War, our covens are scattered and secretive. Each one of us could face a terrible death were the Union to find us. Unless things change, it is only a matter of time before the Inquisition finds me here. I will, of course, be tortured. I will, of course, tell them everything. If I had the courage, I would end my life now, but I am a coward. Was there anything else? You and me too, buddy. You and me too. Not Radish Rakehill, Volume 1 by John Fleming. Rakehill awoke to his cornucopia of pain. Sorry, to a cornucopia of pain. His joints ached, his eyes stung, and his head felt as if it had been dragged down a flight of stairs. He felt his lips swollen and bloody. He checked his purse, completely empty. He probably should have been alarmed, but Kaddish was worryingly acclimatized to waking in such a state. Except for being in the branches of a giant tree, this was new. And it was indeed a very large tree. Its trunk, enormous in girth, was home to numerous dwellings, houses that clung to its bark like insects. He glanced downwards and saw nothing but clouds, and when he looked up, a crooked castle rose above a mountain of leaves. Ah, a castle on top of a tree. Now he remembered. He was in the forest city of Cruver, in the northern reaches of Lundell. The only place crazy enough to build a castle on top of a fucking tree. He remembered getting very drunk in a gambling den in Rourke, and losing a lot of money to some scoundrel who claimed to be a princess. He had bet a considerable sum on the notion that she was definitely not a princess, and to prove him wrong, she had taken him in an avian taxi to Cruver. He must have fallen asleep in the bird's back-mounted cabin, for the next thing he knew, he was in the stone walls of a rather dingy castle. It turned out that the scoundrel was in fact a princess, and she wanted Kaddish to pay up. He refused on the grounds that being in such a decrepit castle, she can't have been a very good princess. And the last thing he remembered was a princess punching him in the face. He looked down the branch. A couple of well-armed guards blocked the exit. Ah, so this branch was in fact a prison. He had to admit, it was one of the more pleasant prisons he'd found himself in. He sat nursing his head for some time. The blue neon star of London was distant here. It kept the tree in a greyish half-light. This was unlikely to change anytime soon, seeing as the sluggish orbit of Lundell's star made a single day as long as a Riovan month. Most citizens would toil and labour for much of the long day and get drunk in equal measure for most of the long night. Kaddish, of course, got drunk during both. Suddenly, he realised a figure was standing in front of him. He had not noticed her appear, and yet it felt as though she had been there a long time. She was clothed in a sari of brilliant red, a garment from the distant island of Furia, and a veil of glinting gold obscured all but her eyes. Kaddish Rakehill, I presume. Kaddish sat there, dumbfounded, for a good few moments until he remembered to nod. Her eyes creased into a smile. I have heard much of your adventures, Kaddish. You are said to have acquired a treasure from every corner of the Sky Realms in your time as a mercenary. He nodded again, not mentioning he had lost just as many treasures in various gambling halls of disrepute. I have a job for you, Kaddish. Do you remember the pirate Captain Janesh? He swallowed. He remembered Janesh. He remembered the man's contemptible grin. He remembered the man's gleaming saber held against his neck. Janesh wants to meet with you. I can make this happen. Kaddish frowned. You said this was a job, so what's the pay? The woman drew a serpent-like creature from her sari. Its segmented body was like that of a giant, glistening maggot, but its head was full of rows upon rows of sharp teeth. It was a vampiric parasite. The payment is your life, she said, as she flung the creature towards him. Before he could move, it whipped itself around him, and its head forced itself into his mouth. Its slimy body lurched down his throat, shifting and wriggling until it was completely inside him. His stomach writhed as he reached to no avail. Don't worry, Caddish Breakhill, she said. It will all be over soon. She snapped her fingers, and just like that, he fell into a dark stupor. Oh, I feel like we probably need a bit more context to that. Almost like it's part of a series of books. Right. So we've clearly missed a dude. Here we have. Something has changed. It's a really big castle for a relatively small interior. That. Have them. Sacrificial poison. A bottle of crimson liquid is labeled sacrificial poison. It was found in a secret room of Castle Hallowshire. Perhaps the castle's Wiccan priest can explain its purpose. Now, I'm pretty sure he had been told a thing. J. Quests. This one. West of the first. Oh, it knocks a cave beneath Hello Castle. My inclination is that the Duke die. So basically, because we need more charm, I'm running around here. So again, it's supposed to be a cave underneath Hello. Not that. It was the castle. I mean, yeah, this one's like. What are we doing here? Another ape thing scurries into my den. If you bear one of my keys, you must be a devout follower, recognized by the most fertile of my children, so I thank you. But if you come to witness my glory, I'm afraid I must disappoint. The age is long past when I towered above humanity, growing bloated from its filth. Few know me now. I am small, withered, forgotten. I wonder, have the Wiccans sent you to assist my plight? You bear few of my gifts. Your skin is smooth and unsullied, but perhaps that may be of use. Take this aspect of myself, smuggle it into the Apposite Union Council chambers, place it at its highest point, and it will take seed. I will blind the Union meddlers to my presence. It will blind the Union meddlers to my presence, and I will move unshackled once more. But beware, it contains an aspect of myself, and is thus part of me. If it should fall into their hands, I could use it to hurt me, to trap me. Now go with my blessing. Oh. It'll be that then. So the easy patrol here is to simply go to town, tell them it's there. We do need to go back to town in order to... Basically, we need a willing sacrifice. Well, if we destroy Pegoth, right? Or if we shackle Pegoth, then essentially we can let the Duke die. Plague will expire, presumably, because he's causing it. And everything would be Gucci. I'm gonna walk back to town anyway. We kinda need to rest. And then we'll rest first. I'd like to rent a room, I'll take it. It's because we've got a bunch of things we're gonna want the charisma buff for. It makes sense to try to rest first before grabbing the buff. Didn't have another level, did we? Oh, one off. Cooler. I discovered the god Pegoth. Quill sips from the paper. She looks up slowly. Your test having succeeded, where an entire echelon of the Inquisition agents has failed, I require proof. Hand over the aspect of Pegoth. The thing slumps into the polymath's desk, where it writhes, gurgles, and belches a strange odor. The polymath tries to maintain her composure, but it is clearly perturbed. This thing indeed matches descriptions of a god aspect. Perhaps you really have located the Class B god entity. Very well, our scribes will use this aspect to pinpoint the god's location. An Inquisition strike team will make short work of the entity. You've done well. No doubt the Inquisition will have found the thing eventually, but I cannot deny your assistance in the matter. Take this, a modest sum of coin for your efforts, plus an Apposite Union passport document. Now, if you'll excuse me, this new development necessitates many official documents. You may take your leave. That was literally 20 gold that we got for that, which is kinda pathetic. So right now we have exactly the right amount. So we're going to run back to that tower over in the northeast and do that. I'm going to run back to Castle and resolve that quest. We'll then head back to town. I think we'll probably find the manor, perhaps. Since apparently it's got some sort of teleporter there. And we can easily afford it, I think. At this point, and then we'll basically have completed Hallowshire. Or Hallowshire. So we'll look at random. So we'll look at going and dealing with the Embryon. Raining money at me right now. It's raining stuff. Hallelujah, it's raining stuff. Yes, I'm the third. And it is time. The one has finally replaced me. I will unlock the door, and you can claim your new guys. Trade Guild Mask. Master grants a chance of a discount when buying goods. An order of 3 in 1. The Shrouded in Mystery is known to every trader in the Episodic Union, even some outside it. Shopkeepers will often try to carry favor with such a legendary guild. Oh, kind of. Actually, I think it's a trinket, yeah? So if we go. Yeah, and. Not gonna wear that one because we want. And if we run out of mana, then yeah, we'll use it. But yeah, otherwise. Here. We're gonna hold on to that point because I don't need it. I think yeah, it's been raining shit at me because it's like the Forsaken Union likes me. Well, mate, comrade, heard about the trouble in Peggerth? Yes, we're on our way now, just for equipping. They're sending out their latest war machinery. Nothing but the best for these god-sucking scum, right? I'll get hunting to you. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? If they're so desperate to save their so-called gods, why they give up the location of this one so easily? Then again, I suspect you've seen the inside of the Inquisition facility, same as I have. So maybe they do. Maybe you don't have to wonder. A real god? It's like a war. It's like the war all over again. Oh well, not exactly, but it'd be bad, wouldn't it? But still exciting. Hey, did we get a quest to actually kill said god? That sort of explains why everything here was so blank and empty before we were about to spawn things in. Kind of nice. So for now, we're going to run in and I suppose the choice at the moment is that we OD the father, right? Or we let the son take his place. So the choice is sort of up to him. Unless we can convince this guy to die. Come today. I mean, in truth, if we could use the Wiccan grease, it would sort of resolve itself. Only he would do that. Let's see where we resolve this curse. The second sacrificial victim could be found. The god would be satiated. Equilibrium would. I could administer on your behalf. He's unwell. Perhaps that is the wisest choice. My indecision has let this castle rot. Perhaps you could be the one to save it. Very well, I'll open the door to the poison. The Duke is at the very top of the keep. 20 must walk through the illusory wall. Was there anything else? Oh well. I had the Wiccan's poison, I could end your pain. For a moment there was silence with the Duke's hoarse breathing. For so long I begged for death. Though it may do my dukedom, I am too weak to refuse. Please kill me. Damn you! The sun, right? Greetings, I don't often get visitors up here. A vial of poison from the Wiccan. Oh my, is this the sacrificial poison? He studies the vial with curiosity. Every day I watch my father suffer. I feel useless by his side, unable to help. But with this, perhaps our conjoined sacrifices would repair the spell. Perhaps the land would be free from both plague and corruption. I beseech you, let me partake of this poison. I would do my duty to my father and his subjects. So hang on, so the idea essentially is if we kill the son, the father would... So if we... And here again, what are the options? So must be remove the curse. And the painting letters, yeah. Dosage is exact. The overdose would be lethal. If the Duke were to drink more, he would die, avoiding the contract entirely. The madness would end, but the plague would return. But there is an alternative. If a second sacrificial victim could be found, the god would be satisfied. Equilibrium could be established once more, though Vega's taint would never truly vanish. But I grow aware of this business. I do not have the heart to inflict more pain. Cool. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to kill Daddy. Because we wanted to end his own fault, right? Because at the end of the day, so in theory, if we kill him, the plague comes back, kills the sun, and everybody else who's already left, right? But Papergrowth doesn't get any bigger. If we poison both of them, then they're more miserable, they get stronger, and nothing changes. So, poison the Duke. You set the vial past the Duke's helmet. The liquid trickled through past his lips. After a moment, he begins to shake violently, his arm rattling, and then he is still. The castle cursed. The Duke of Helishire drank a second dose of sacrificial poison, killing himself instantly. Thus, Peggoth's contract spell has been broken. The castle and the surrounding village have returned to normal, but the plague may return as well. Cool beans. Sure. No. Man looks sickly pale, and boils gather his skin. He lets out a burst and coughs as you approach. Please stay back, I am not well. With my father's death, the curse has been lifted, but the plague that has been dormant in my blood has returned. Still, perhaps this is for the best. I would rather die free than live cursed. Pretty much what we expected, so yeah. He's saying this is a free castle for grants. Did a wick and a solid. No, we're fine. So. So, the Duke is dead. At least his howls of pain will haunt these halls no more. I mean, it's a little sad. Give me a second. Oh, well, with that included, I'll run over here. We're actually also going to run down and check on Peggoth and see what happens, because there might be another chapter to this. Found him. Oh, we know they found him. He has vanished. So we're gonna walk back to town. Something has changed. Here, right, this. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go red close helm. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go red armor. Okay. Oh, okay, and you can't actually upgrade the others beyond that point, so that's interesting. You get a fine bow. Fine. should probably keep remembering that's a thing. What we're actually gonna do is run over here. I think it was this guy who sold it. I think we have for sale. Yeah, so you got plus 10 charm. So if we go and buy this, close that, and then run over here. No, not that one, over here. And go here and go modest cap. Over here. Was 30. So if we had, so at the moment we have we have 50 charm. So we would need one more level and then we'd basically cap out on charm. It's 20. How much fine sync do we actually have? Becomes the question. Be glorious silk. So we could go and buy another one. Bring us up to 4 glorious silk. Presumably be enough. Let's upgrade to this. So if we go here. Extravagant hat! Sale, glorious silk, accept those. I got one here, might as well upgrade. Yeah, fuck it. Oh. Now, so if we have 55, so if we go, so what am I doing? I'm looking for here. So if we go here, we go plus Sona 55. So we do still need sort of one more level to get everything where we need to be. We need sort of one more delusion to get there, which is fine by me in principle. Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a cut in here and take a slight break. We may come back to this later today. But regardless, I might do it for now. Yeah, so the next thing so the two things we appear to have left to do here are you need to get one more level in order to thing. We want to run back here, talk to this guy, get whatever he's going to give us for he's like a door behind him. Asks. So we need to go talk to him because he needed charm of 50 from reserves. Then I'm going to head up here and deal with the Embrane ruins, and that'll be this island completed, I believe. We can then start heading towards the Endless, which is going to be a more interesting place. Well, it's going to be a different place, I suspect. But yes, we'll look into that next time. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Blah.